Okay, let's really dive in here. We're looking at everyday English conversations today.
Right.
Stuff that seems basic, maybe, but we want to kind of get underneath it.
Yeah, understand the mechanics, so you know what works and, crucially, why.
Exactly. And we're using daily English conversations and phrases as our base.
hmm But the goal isn't just like repeating lists of phrases. It's about seeing how they function in real interactions.
Getting at the efficiency, the little cultural bits too, giving you, the listener, a richer feel for it all.
Precisely. Practical tools for everyday stuff.
Okay, so let's start with the classic coffee shop scene. You've got Emma, the customer, Jack, the barista. She walks up. Good morning. Can I get a medium latte, please? Simple enough, but that can I get? It's doing some heavy lifting, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, what's interesting is its function. It's polite, sure. But in this shop setting, everyone knows it's an order.
Right. It's not really asking permission.
Exactly. It implies, I intend to pay for this, the whole service transaction. You probably wouldn't say, can I get, if you were asking your friend for like a huge favor. Different context.
Yeah, that makes total sense. It's like the accepted code. Then she says, and can I get almond milk instead of regular milk? That, again, seems obvious, but it's super efficient for substitution.
It is. Very clear. Tells you exactly what to swap out.
Yeah.
Think about other ways you could say it. With almond milk, not regular.
Right.
That could maybe possibly confuse someone. Did you want both? Or just almond? Instead of just, yes, cuts through that. No ambiguity.
Good point. Clarity is definitely key, especially when things get busy or you have a specific need. Okay, so Jack replies, sure thing, that'll be $4.50.
Standard transaction.
Emma pays, thank you. Jack says, you're welcome. Your latte will be ready shortly. Let's focus on that last bit. Your latte will be ready shortly.
Yeah, that's a really useful phrase. It acknowledges the order's in progress, manages expectations about time, even if shortly is a bit vague.
But it sounds polite, right? Reassuring.
Absolutely. It tells the customer, we've got this, just a brief wait. These little phrases, they really add up to a good, smooth experience.
Okay, so coffee's handled. But what if you're, a bit lost? Turn around somewhere new.
Happens to the best of us.
So the next scenario flips it. Jack's the tourist, Emma's the local. He starts with, excuse me, can you help me? I'm looking for the subway station. That opener, excuse me, can you help me? It feels almost automatic, but it's doing important work culturally.
Oh, definitely. It's about politeness, showing respect for the other person's time and space before you launch into your request.
You're sort of asking permission to ask your real question.
Sort of, yeah. It's a soft entry.
Yeah.
Much better than just, walking up and demanding, where's the subway?
Yeah.
Increases your chances of getting helpful directions, too.
Right. And then straight away, I'm looking for the subway station. Gets right to the point.
Exactly. No guesswork needed. The person knows immediately what you need help with.
And you could slot anything in there, right? I'm looking for the museum. I'm looking for a pharmacy.
Absolutely. That structure, polite opening, then clear statement of need is super versatile and efficient. Avoids wasting time.
And Emma's directions are great. Walk straight for 2 blocks, then turn left. You'll see the entrance on your right.
Very clear, step by step. Uses simple, direct spatial language.
Easy to picture in your head.
Yeah, that's key for directions.
Yeah.
Using straight, left, right, clear landmarks if possible, minimizes the chance you'll get the person even more lost.
Then they wrap it up. Jack, thank you so much, Emma. No problem. Have a great day.
Standard closing pleasantries.
Just ties it off nicely.
Right. The thank you so much shows appreciation. And the no problem, especially common in American English, is just a casual way of saying it was no trouble.
Yeah, we've all been there, needing help. Knowing those polite ways to start and clearly saying what you need just makes it less awkward or stressful.
Definitely. And think about language learning overall. Mastering these basic interaction patterns, it builds so much confidence.
Right.
Lets you actually use the language out in the world, which is the whole point, really. Reduces that anxiety.
Okay, now the source we looked at also had this interactive bit for you, the listener.
Yes, getting you involved directly. A little active recall. You were prompted to repeat some key phrases.
First one was that coffee shop go-to. Can I get a coffee, please?
Short, direct, useful.
Saying it out loud helps lock it in, right?
It does. Helps with the pronunciation, the rhythm, makes it feel more natural when you actually need to say it. It's a real workhorse phrase.
And the second one was for finding your way. Excuse me, I'm looking for the subway station.
Yeah, combining that polite opener with the clear request.
Same principle, saying it helps.
Exactly the same. Practice makes perfect, or at least makes it feel less awkward. Active repetition really does aid memory and makes the language feel more like your own.
Okay, which leads us nicely into some of the bonus tips that were included. These are more about nuances of American English.
Right, some subtle points about pronunciation and common usage, things that can make you sound a bit more natural, perhaps.
The first one was about linking words. They used can I get as an example, saying how it often flows together, almost like can I get.
Yes, that's linking. Very common in spoken English. The N sound at the end of can't kind of links smoothly to the I.
Makes it sound less choppy, more fluid.
Exactly. It's a key feature of fluent speech. Consonants linking to vowels between words. It happens all the time without us really thinking about it.
And the other tip was about no problem.
Yes. As a response to thank you.
Highlighting that it's really common in American English, maybe more so sometimes than you're welcome.
That's a good observation from the source. You're welcome is perfectly fine, of course. But no problem is very frequent, very informal.
What does it kind of signal, do you think?
It just conveys that helping wasn't a burden. It was easy, no big deal. It's a small thing, but it's definitely a noticeable feature of everyday American conversation.
So, okay, we've taken part, ordering coffee, asking for directions, pretty fundamental stuff, and looked at those little accent and usage tips.
Yeah, pulled out the key phrases, talked about why they work, the politeness, the clarity.
And the main takeaway really is how practical this all is. These aren't abstract grammar rules.
Not at all. These are things you could literally use tomorrow or even later today. They're immediately applicable.
Right. So maybe here's something for you to mull over as you go about your week. Start listening more actively, maybe, to the conversations happening around you, on the street, in shops, even in TV shows or movies you watch.
Yeah, tune your ear into how people actually use these kinds of phrases.
Notice the little variations, the flow, the way people navigate these simple exchanges. You might start noticing a lot more depth there than you initially thought.
Definitely. Keep your ears open. It's amazing what you pick up when you're actively listening for these patterns.